The 7th of May 2020, Agnieszka Beata Magdalena Rojek. I've read an article by Francis Fukuyama, whom I associate with the book The End of History, or a similar title, where, if I understood correctly from just having a look at it, the main thesis is that democracy is the final achievement in politics, which is why we can talk about the end of history. To all appearances, it is not. Post-COVID, The Wages of American Political Decay by Francis Fukuyama, that is what I am responding to. Starting with Othello. I wrote my MA thesis on Othello in 2001, and I had almost finished it when the attack of the 11th of September took place. A quote: "Duke, how say you by this change? First Senator, 'tis a pageant to keep us in false gaze. When we consider the importance of Cyprus to the Turk, and let ourselves again but understand that as it more concerns the Turk than Rhodes, so may he with more facile question bear it. For that it stand not in such warlike brace, but altogether lacks the abilities that Rhodes is dressed in. If we make thought of this, we must not think the Turk so unskilful to leave that latest which concerns him first, neglecting an attempt of ease and gain to wake and wage a danger profitless. Duke, nay, in all confidence, he is not for Rhodes." Since 2010, I have been thinking of the Smolensk catastrophe. Recently, I published a speech presenting my analysis of the investigation. To pinpoint the most important difference from the news we get, I would say it puts the event in a broad perspective. First of all, in terms of sequences leading to consequences, with many criminal players involved, possibly playing their own games independently. Secondly, in terms of space, where the event is not a local problem, but a part of the global design. Thirdly, in terms of time, where I look back to the past of 10 years earlier and forward to the future indefinite. One of the focus points is in my analysis is a description of the routine conduct in the key time span and all departures from it, which boils down to asking what was happening after the tower officers noticed the Polish plane was not in the landing line but departing from it, with the departure growing as it would proceed. Obviously, the conduct signals criminality in the tower. It has been only today that the thought has arrived and settled itself quite comfortably in my mind. And the thought is valid in the context of my sense of having arrived at an end, with me having started on the 11th of September 2001, when I changed my life to solve the problem of terrorism. What was happening in the Special Forces, the Secret Service headquarters, USA, when the forces responsible for watching over the American space noticed 2 or 3 planes departing from their flying lines. I believe we have entered the era of unprecedented power of the Special Forces, the Secret Service, and allied organizations, which may lead to a development of a new system of governance, not certainly a state one, organizational in the mode of transnationals, which might be the real context for the global spread of the deadly virus. Needless to say, it is communism, which leaves us with the third player entering the stage. First, the traditional communist establishment. Secondly, the new generation, Assange-based or inspired global new communism with people like Pete Buttigieg, Jacinda Ardern, and Vladimir Zelensky. Thirdly, some still unknown development happening between such organizations like the CIA and the KGB, unbeatable by the rest of the world, which happens along another political shift which this time goes from being colorblind to becoming color aware. All these may result from the idea of creating the New World Order from the USA. Agnieszka, Beata Magdalena Rojek, or Agnieszka Justitia I of Onestia, the 7th of May 2020, 28 to 10 p.m. in Poland, Krakow.